Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Popular Decks. I'm your host Michael, and I'm here to help you guys get better at competitive Pauper. So, this is deck number 2 in my kind of whirlwind video every day series for the next couple weeks. And I'm going to be playing this Esper Familiars deck. So before I get into the deck too much, just want to remind you guys to subscribe to me on YouTube down below if you want to get notified when I put out new videos, and give me any comments, feedback, anything you want to talk about in the comment section below there. I do read every comment, and I usually respond to most of them. And finally, follow me on Twitter if you want to get updates anytime I go live streaming or anytime I put out new videos. I'm going to be trying to do a little bit of streaming as well. So this is my second video that I'm filming today, so I should be able to be spending a little bit of time streaming tomorrow. So that'll be good. You guys can check me out there if you want. I'll just be on Twitch. I'll put my Twitch page down there too. So now onto the deck. So I know some of you know that 420 Dragon has been trying to make this deck work, and it looks like he finally did. Well, it didn't take him that long. This was last week. I think he went 5-0 with this deck. And really the new big addition is Denrova Horror. So for those of you who were not around for Esper Familiars, basically it's a combo deck that plays around these two familiars, so Sunscape Familiar and Nightscape Familiar. And these two cards make blue spells cost one less, and the red and the other colors don't really matter to us. All that matters is the blue. And then we play a ton of kind of overpriced blue spells that or good ones. Like we've got a bunch of good ones, and we've got some that are a little overpriced, but with the discount they're great. So start off, we've got kind of some cantrips. We've got one Dispel to kind of protect our combo, one Lone Missionary to keep us alive. We got the Familiars to make our spells cheaper, and then this is kind of the linchpin of the deck is Snap. So when you cast Snap, you get to bounce a creature, and it can be your own or your opponent's. It doesn't really matter. And then you get to untap 2 lands. Well, normally that's supposed to make this cost 0 mana, but with a Familiar out, it costs 1, and then we untap 2. Alright, so now we're plus 1 mana. Alright, well the deck also plays a couple bounce lands. We've got 6 total, I think, or maybe we've got more. Nope. We just have the 6, so we've got 6 bounce lands. Well, imagine you spend 1 mana to cast Snap, and then you get to untap 2 bounce lands. Suddenly you're at a lot of mana, so that's kind of the combo with that. We got Compulsive Research to help us find our combo, Mana War to help keep us alive, and to kind of the combo in this deck is that we're going to bounce everything our opponent has. So Mana War bounces their creatures. Even Fogbringer is kind of a weird one, but when it enters the battlefield, you get to bounce a land, so we're going to bounce all their lands. Denrova Horror bounces everything. Alright, we got the Seagate Oracle to help us stay alive and find our combo, Reaping the Graves to get everything back if our stuff dies. Mulldrifter, kind of the glue, holds everything together. It's big creature, it's efficient, not really efficient, but like it's efficient for card draw and stuff, and then especially when you're blinking it with Ghostly Flicker, it's amazing. Okay, and then the actual combo is Mnemonic Wall and Ghostly Flicker. So Mnemonic Wall gets an enchantment, or an instant or sorcery back from your graveyard. In this case, it's going to be Ghostly Flicker a lot of the time. So we get to use Ghostly Flicker, target the wall, and then target anything else, and get an extra Enter the Battlefield ability. So if it's Mulldrifter, we get 2 cards, or if it's Denrova Horror, suddenly we are putting all their permanents back in their hand. And normally, you can only do that a couple of times per turn because Ghostly Flicker costs 3, but in our deck, it can often cost 1 as long as we have a couple of these out. So that's the whole main deck. Sideboard, we've got some interesting stuff. We've got another Dispel to protect our combos, and fight counter spells. We've got 2 Hydroblast for the red decks. Got some Hoodwinks. So Hoodwink is like Boomerang, but it's not as good, except that it doesn't cost double blue. So it's kind of cool. It's an interesting Boomerang type effect. Another Fogbringer, help us bounce their lands. Probably good against lower decks and stuff. When we're not playing against Stompy, we can afford to bring stuff in like that. We've got 2 Circle of Protection blue. This is for the Delver decks. Even the blue-red Delver deck can not really beat this card. They don't have anything that deals any damage besides blue creatures. Delver actually can, the real Delver can get around this. They have Spire Golems, but blue-red Delver doesn't have a single red creature normally. We've got some more Lone Missionaries. This card is so good against Stompy. They can't beat this card, really. It's like a 3-for-1 half the time. And then we've got some Fogs. Prismatic Strands back. Deluxecoff would be proud. So you get to prevent all the damage to you, your creatures, everything that a color would deal. And then you can flash it back. So as long as we've got enough white creatures, and when we're bringing that in, we're probably bringing in our Lone Missionaries too. So we will have 8 white creatures to flash it back, which is hopefully enough. Alright, that's pretty much it. Remember, give me any comments below, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to me on YouTube. You guys know the drill. And I'll see you guys in the games.